But I bought 50 of these for $10. 50 of these cars.
At the Titusville auto ramp, we have a car accident. Major car accident. I mean, look at that.
You know,
but no one was hurt. Yes,
awesome
no one was
cars.
hurt.
They're real easy.
Yeah.
Less than 1 inch from the...
You are connected.
Actually, my son said, well, people just stay and look at it, and I said, no, I was afraid that you're not going home, you're going to jail. I know, you know, you're going to show up and testify in court, right? You
got the drill bit to go with it.
That's another place.
Oh, that's got a drill bit. That's got a drill bit.
Oh, by the way.
It was funny, everybody had a GPS going.
For the lake?
It was all in Chinese characters, and we couldn't figure out how to do it. No, we didn't have that. But whoever had it before had it set to point out where all the dogs and 7-Elevens are.
But I think you also try to get
How to use like we use
The internet is, yeah. This is, it's not as
Is she set up for DHCP?
what?
Cocoa Beach Library.
Or everyone else. Mr. Calvin? Good afternoon.
Yeah.
It looks like all of the modules are on place. Cables are in good shape. Local net is all in place. Hello, Greg.
Mr. Caboose.
And we're all the way to Hialeah Yard. So.
Tomorrow? Where's the other one?
Hi once again, folks. It's 3:20 on Friday afternoon. We're here with the FEC Trak set up in the Cocoa Library. Bowden Yard, all set. On this end, the balloon track will be this terminal for the railroad. As we come to the south, you'll notice module after module. Jim and Carl's modules will be first. Around the corner, and look at the detail. It's time to harvest some citrus in those trees. Around the corner, the turnip seed. Turnip seed gives us the advantage of having two set-out tracks. We're going to jump around today. The Hollywood, Taft Street will be next. Max has done a beautiful job. The rails right through the pavement. It's got traffic signals, keep the traffic moving. And they've even got a 7-Eleven where the guys used to get together and hang out 10 years ago when they were forming, getting the brainstorm to have FEC Railway Society. It's one of the monuments in our little... Now, tongue-in-cheek here for Feldsmere. This is not actually Feldsmere with power plant in the background. It's not even the sugar mill from 1933. We just kind of liked the photo, and we had to put it somewhere, so it went in Feldsmere. Come on around the corner, through the orange grove. Let's head on down. The beautiful Titusville Auto Lift. Magnificent work of art. Take a good look at all that's happening here. We are just going to reach over and move this re-railer off the tracks, just in case somebody comes on through. Going to head for City Point. This will be the star of our show tomorrow. We get the crowd here in the very center of the room, and we ask them, do you recognize the City Point? They'll all say yes, because this is home. Skirts are going on now. Skirts are our final dress-up item. Make everything look good. We're up over 2 minutes. We're going to stop here at City Point, and we will be back. Okay, folks, we're back. We're at City Point. This is phase 2 of our little inspection trip. We're coming around this bend. You'll notice the balloon loop itself for City Point, how they turn those unit trains at night as they bring them in. If you'll see a flashing unit out here in the center of the yard, it's the radio control car. When the unit train comes in, the crew actually knocks off at that point and goes and gets their rest. People from City Point themselves, from Rinker, use this remote control car and a radio to move the train from on the ground. And they can pull each car, by using this remote radio car, across the conveyor pit to unload each car. That way our FEC guys can get home, get their lunch, and get their rest. Let's take a look on around City Point and to points to the south, the Cocoa Yard. We've got one of the original FEC passenger stations still here in Cocoa. Sure does look like 2 stories. There's very little activity when I came by there today. Beautiful looking 1960s vintage red and yellow A and B unit, complete with sound. Has got some really nice equipment on this railroad. Around the south yard throat, and on south to Bonaventure. When I came up the highway up US 1 to Bonaventure today, there are a number of gondola cars at the scrapyard, so there's plenty going on at the end of the week. There's plenty going on right here in this little model. Tom Loesch has done a fantastic job for us on this one. What he's been able to cram into just 2 feet by 8 is amazing. It's even got an overhead defect detector. How about that? We'll have to get a small speaker, make a recording of this baby, put it underneath and let it trip and play for us. JD is not with us anymore, but his modules will be. Thanks, JD. You're not forgotten. You're part of FECN traffic.
Have your little antenna there.
Now, on a hot afternoon like this, I'd like to slide down that slide right into that swimming pool is where I'd like to be. Keep on looking on our way down to the south. Another opportunity for some switching maneuvers here. Every place we have a little stub. This one worked out very nicely. We managed to put a corner in and a spur at the same time. We'll have a nice big passing track here at Palm Bay. This helps a lot. At Jernigan Avenue, we went up until the very last day and tried to save the old 1926 freight house. Old man Jackson came out to talk to us that day. And when we went back the following Tuesday, McP had sent a demolition team in. There was nothing but rubble on the ground. We'll stop right here at Jernigan Avenue and ask our cameraman to get in really tight. If you can get a good look there, we have immortalized our good friend Bo Bogard, the signal man. Checking out that signal.
This is Signal Man Bo right there. Checking out this signal right here.
Bo will be part of this railroad until there is no more railroad. 3 minutes you got.
Ran out of gas.
Gonna run down to the south, head to Dania, Griffin Road overpass. I'm gonna stick my finger in the water and find out how the temperature is. We'll have to polish that glass surface up. One of my buddies here, there's a 12-footer sitting on that bank, boy. Now, he's not gonna bother you, he's just getting some sun, but if you bring your little chihuahua around, you're gonna have chihuahua for lunch. I like this bridge because if you need to get underneath it to work on the track, the span itself comes right out for you. One span is missing. We have to put some barricades out, get Bob's barricades out here to barricade that up.
Yes, sir.
We are still here before 4 o'clock trying to get this railroad running. You'll notice these mini-track brushes. They're brass brushes. They will not hurt the rails, but they will take the oxidation off. Crucial on this railroad that there be no oxidation to stall the trains. I like the scenery on the backdrop on this one too. It looks like a snow scene, but that is exactly what Medley looks like. It looks like a bunch of white rock. If you don't have sunglasses on out there, you will go blind. Chance to run 2 trains around for staging to get in and out of the yard throat. I'm going to step in here in the corner. You'll see how we've actually come into Hialeah Yard. This has been a major decoration project for us. The scenic aspect is all Greg Stahl's work. We are delighted to have this. This was bare plywood for just too long. You can see trailers have been grounded, and that is exactly what happens inside the balloon track at Hialeah. So this is modeled. We always want to know who modeled the balloon. Did the FEC model the balloon on the FEC N-Track, or did N-Track model the balloon on FEC? This is Work Extra 401, and when they say a rust train polishing those rails, they sure are. Let's get in our helicopter. Get right on up on above here. The Skycam number 13. Good look from overhead of the Hialeah Yard, all the activity that's going on here. Come a long way with the landscaping of this yard. For a long time we were looking at the Plywood Express. Now, take a look. All those trailers have been grounded just like they're supposed to be. Those of you who were on tour with us in 08 to Hialeah will recognize the chain link fence and the blast fence. How about that? See if we can zoom in and get you a look at that blast fence. Remember how the neighborhood in Miami Gardens, all those folks on that side were protected from everything going on all night long by the blast fence? Well, how about that in N-Scale? Let's take a look right around the corner for you. Show you what that looks like. Somehow or another, I would have to say that's Bob Arsenault's handiwork. Is that right, Bob?
Which one? What? What was the question, sir?
Is that your handiwork, the blast fence in the yard? Who did the work in the yard? Greg!
Engineer.
Chief Dispatcher Greg Stahl himself. Very nice.
You know, it's stalled out. I'm not sure. There it is.